The speakers are still warm. The bass from the last hit record hasn't even finished echoing through the culture. And yet something heavy is already moving beneath the surface of hip-hop. Industry insiders have been whispering it like a secret you're not supposed to repeat. But once you hear it, you can't unhear it. A major shift is loading. A reset. A power play that could flip the entire rap hierarchy upside down. And at the center of this quiet storm, Kendrick Lamar, without even officially stepping into the spotlight yet. Sources close to the situation say this next chapter isn't about loud announcements or rushed releases. It's about timing, precision, and domination. The kind of move that makes everyone else look like they're sprinting while one man is calmly walking toward checkmate. Stick around, because once the pieces start moving, there's no undo button, and the fallout is going to be wild. Before we go further, tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and keep those notifications on. Right now, rap feels different. The energy isn't about direct shots or headline-grabbing diss records anymore. That phase already scorched the earth. Instead, the big dogs are fighting a quieter war. One fought with albums, concepts, and execution. It's no longer about who yells the loudest. It's about who builds the strongest body of work. In one corner, J. Cole has already fired his opening salvo, finally delivering the Fall Off, a project that fans waited nearly a decade for. In another corner, Drake keeps teasing Iceman, dragging the rollout out with cryptic posts, leaks, and that familiar, misunderstood genius narrative. And then there's the third presence, the one casting the longest shadow, Kendrick Lamar, who hasn't said much at all. That silence? It's not absence, it's preparation. Industry watchers are calling this one of the most pivotal moments hip-hop has seen in years. Instead of diss tracks, these artists are competing on the purest battlefield imaginable. Music itself, songwriting, album cohesion, cultural impact, legacy, the kind of stuff that doesn't fade after a news cycle. And somehow, Kendrick has managed to stay ahead without even officially entering the race. According to multiple industry sources, Kendrick Lamar has been deep in work mode. Studios booked, creative meetings stacked, long-term vision being mapped out with surgical care. And while rumors alone don't mean much in this business, what makes this moment different is how consistent the whispers have been. People inside the industry aren't just saying Kendrick is working. They're saying he's building something. The word floating around most often, era. Not a quick album drop. Not a reactive move to what Drake or Cole are doing. An era, carefully designed, layered, and rolled out in stages. Those close to the situation suggest Kendrick isn't interested in rushing a solo follow-up just to grab headlines. Instead, he's positioning himself to dominate from multiple angles at once. While others are reacting, Kendrick is orchestrating. While the rest are playing checkers, he's lining up a chessboard that spans the entire year. And the first move? It's not even his album. Here's where things get spicy. Sources close to PG Lang reveal that Kendrick's return to the spotlight isn't starting with his own solo project. Instead, the opening act of this new chapter centers on Baby Keem, his cousin, creative partner, and one of the most important pieces in the PG Lang ecosystem. If that sounds familiar, it should. Kendrick has always understood the power of timing and positioning. Think about iconic moments in hip-hop history where a major artist shifted the culture without directly stepping into center stage. This feels like that kind of play. Insiders are saying Baby Keem's new album is not only finished, but fully locked in. Vinyl pressings reportedly underway. Artwork finalized. Clearances handled. That kind of preparation doesn't happen overnight. It signals imminent release. And here's the kicker. Kendrick Lamar is deeply involved. Not a background cosign, not a one-off feature. This is a hands-on creative collaboration, with Kendrick and Dave free guiding the vision behind the scenes. The word going around is that Kendrick's presence on this project will feel more like a co-star than a guest. Think legendary duos where the chemistry is undeniable and the intent is clear. Fans should already be getting chills. Let's talk about when this is happening, because timing is everything. Baby Keem's album is lining up to drop, right as J. Cole's The Fall Off is still in its opening week buzz. and as Drake continues circling his Iceman release like a storm cloud. That's not coincidence. That's confidence. Industry veterans are raising eyebrows because this move suggests PG Lang isn't afraid of the noise. They're stepping into it. And historically, artists only do that when they believe they have something undeniable. Think back to moments when artists dared to release projects in crowded windows and still dominated. That's the energy here. The message is subtle but loud. We're not waiting for anyone. One thing industry insiders keep emphasizing is how much this move reveals about Kendrick Lamar's mindset. At this point in his career, Kendrick doesn't need to prove his lyrical ability. He doesn't need validation. What he's demonstrating instead is trust, real trust, in his inner circle. Baby Keem isn't just family. He's a creative extension of Kendrick's philosophy. Giving Keem the first major spotlight of this era shows a belief that Keem can not only carry the moment, but control the narrative while doing it. That's a big deal in a genre where narratives get twisted daily. This also hints at something deeper. Kendrick sees longevity not as an individual pursuit, but as a dynasty play. By elevating Keem during one of the most competitive periods in modern rap, Kendrick is effectively saying, we're built for this. And judging by the preparation, they're more than ready. Multiple reports suggest that Baby Keem's release window may overlap or directly clash with Drake's long-anticipated Iceman. Same dates, same Fridays, same battlefield. And if history tells us anything, Drake doesn't back down from perceived competition. Sources suggest Drake may attempt to shift his release to counter PG Lang's move, trying to outshine or overshadow the moment. But here's where the tone shifts from competitive to borderline reckless. After nearly 2 years of public setbacks, leaked tracks, and narrative control slipping through his fingers, some industry watchers are questioning whether Drake stepping into another Kendrick-adjacent moment is bold or desperate. Those who know Kendrick's strategy best are asking a chilling question. What if this is intentional? What if Kendrick and PG Lang want Drake to overplay his hand? Observers note that Kendrick has always excelled at letting opponents expose themselves. By positioning Baby Keem's album as the opening shot of this era, Kendrick forces Drake into a decision: respond or retreat. And if Drake chooses to respond by stepping on a release, some insiders believe that's exactly what Kendrick is counting on. Because once the music drops, comparisons become unavoidable. And history hasn't been kind to rushed responses when Kendrick is involved. It's giving calculated chaos. Another detail fueling speculation is the rumor that this Baby Keem project may feature minimal outside collaborators. The vision? Kendrick and Keem operating like a two-man wrecking crew. Industry comparisons are already flying. Iconic duos who ran the league by sheer chemistry and dominance. The idea of Kendrick and Keem locking in and running track after track together has fans buzzing. Reports of a music video filmed in New York, complete with taxis, city lights, and Kendrick's presence, only add fuel to the fire. The visuals alone suggest intention, not experimentation. This doesn't feel like an album meant to test the waters. It feels like a statement. What insiders are really pointing to is the emergence of a full-blown rap dynasty. Kendrick Lamar isn't just competing anymore. He's building infrastructure, artists, aesthetic, narrative control, cultural relevance that extends beyond one chart week. By launching this era through Baby Keem, Kendrick expands his reach while maintaining mystique. He doesn't have to flood the market. He lets the work speak first. And when he does step forward with his own project, the stage will already be set. That's power. With Baby Keem's album announcement expected any moment, the dominoes are about to fall fast. Fans could be hearing new Kendrick verses within weeks. Drake's response will be scrutinized. J. Cole's position in the conversation will be reassessed. This is one of those rare moments where hip-hop history is being written in real time. The kind people will reference years from now and say, that's when everything shifted, and we're only at the beginning. So here we are, standing at the edge of what looks like one of the most strategic high-stakes rollouts hip-hop has seen in years. Baby Keem stepping back into the spotlight. Kendrick Lamar pulling strings with master-level patience. Drake circling once again. J. Cole already in the mix. The game is moving fast, and nobody wants to blink. Now it's your turn. What do you think happens next? Does Baby Keem's album dominate the moment? Does Drake try to steal the spotlight? And when Kendrick fully steps back outside, who's really ready for that? Drop your predictions in the comments, hit that subscribe button, and make sure those notifications are on.